It's right around 8:40 p.m. on Saturday, April 22nd. Yeah, 22nd. This is like the third video I've had to make today due to some pretty aggressive, harassing behavior and dysfunctions coming from the thugs, criminals, and psychopaths that the Greenville group chooses to place in the adjacent units directly next to mine and below mine. And over the last 45 minutes, I've been standing at the sink trying to deal with some pretty serious, ongoing, significant water safety issues. There's problems with the water that come out of this tap that share pipes. This tap shares pipes in a wall with the bathroom of Unit 78 that's directly behind this wall, where there has been a psychotic and malignant stalker accessing the empty vacant unit behind this wall throughout the day today, blowing all kinds of sickening smoke, fumes, and odors straight through this wall when I've been standing here trying to wash dishes, and engaging in some disruptive behaviors that she has always engaged in over the last 8.5 years, that she has spent much of her life directly against that wall. And I've been trying to wash these dishes with bare hands, even though the water is actually contaminated with some kind of very sticky, gritty kind of sediment in it, some kind of solvent that isn't mixing with the water. And using it with bare hands not only causes a very sticky residue to stick to my hands, but it causes a sticky residue to stick to the dishes as well. So I have to keep rinsing them and rinsing them and rinsing them because the dishes get really sticky. Water that is clean and free of contaminants should not make dishes sticky after you try to rinse them. So anyway, I've been standing here for 45 minutes, and the violent thug who lives directly below in 76, for some reason, has been violently pounding the area of my floor where I've been standing directly below. I mean, he's not pounding the area, all the way over in that corner or even over by my bed. He has been hitting whatever wall or part of his ceiling is directly below my feet intermittently over the last 45 minutes while I've been standing at the sink. And he does it specifically when I put lotion on my hands or do something with my hands, like rub them or something. I'm not sure, but it's been really aggressive and violent. And this happened a few days ago. It happened this morning as soon as I sat up in bed quietly without an alarm. He started making repeated violent pounding noises directly beneath my bed, right there. Repeated. So it wasn't like an accident. If something happens once, it's an accident. It happens twice, it's probably not an accident. And if it happens more than twice, then it's a pattern. So I just called management because there's no reason for this guy to keep making violent pounding noises where I'm standing. I'm not walking around. I'm not doing aerobics. I'm not blasting music. I'm quietly trying to rinse all these dishes. And then my hands get really dry and cracked from this water. There's something in the water, again, that is really harmful to skin and to surfaces. So I keep having to put lotion on them. And whenever I put lotion on them, that's when he starts making the violent banging noises. People keep telling me that everybody can see what I do in this unit. They've bragged that they can see my, personal habits and hygiene practices in the bathroom and things like that. So I'm assuming that there's some kind of surveillance device in and around the sink area. And the sex offenders who live directly next door in 88, directly below in 76, and directly behind this wall in 78, get really agitated and aggressive whenever I do anything that could be considered personal or private, like putting hand lotion on or picking my armpits or scratching my ass. I mean, whenever I do anything like that you might not want people to see you doing in public, that's when they let me know that they're right there by pounding the wall, by becoming violent, by becoming aggressive, by blowing nonstop fumes and odors straight through this wall to let me know that they're right there. It's kind of a sick and twisted situation, and it keeps happening. So again, I just had to call the office and report that the thug directly below in 76 is making unnecessary, unprovoked, uninvited, violent banging noises directly below where I'm standing, even though I'm just standing here trying to rinse dishes, trying to lotion my hands. There's problems with the safety of the water. The quality of the water is really bad. And it takes longer for me to wash dishes because everything is sticky and the water isn't rinsing off. So there's also that needs to be noted.